Heroes of Formula One from the last decade are slowly retiring now. Kimi Raikkonen, at the end of the last season, and now Sebastian Vettel also. But two old McLaren teammates, Lewis Hamilton and Fernando Alonso, are still driving with their full effort with the intention of adding one more world championship to their championship count. In the upcoming season, they will be the oldest pair in Formula One drivers' lineup. It is difficult to expect that Alonso will easily give up on his dream of becoming a three-time world champion in the near future, as he's already signed a multi-year deal with Aston Martin. So, what about the seven-time world champion, Lewis Hamilton? Lewis Hamilton entered the Formula One arena back in 2007, partnering with Fernando Alonso at McLaren. It is still in the memories of Formula One fans as one of the strongest rookie seasons in history. After losing the championship by a very slim margin to Kimi Raikkonen, he continued his form in the next season as well, winning the World Championship in his second season in F1. Then he moved to Mercedes back in 2013, which was midfield team at the time. But it is the best decision that he made in his entire life, winning 6 more World Championships with Mercedes. Mercedes are dominant throughout the turbo hybrid era of F1, and for that reason, Lewis Hamilton didn't show any interest in moving into another F1 team or retiring sooner, as he finds everything that he wants within the German team. With Sebastian Vettel's sudden decision to retire from Formula One, 7-time world champion Lewis Hamilton talked about his future in the F1. He rejects all the rumors about a possible retirement in the near future, and according to the 7-time world champion, he is now focusing on the development process of W13 instead. I'd be lying if I said that I haven't thought about extending. I'm still on the mission, I'm still loving driving, and I'm still being challenged by it, so I don't really feel like I have to give up anytime soon, said Hamilton. It doesn't make me think about my future, but it is a reminder that I am in that part of my career that people I came up with and have raced for so long will start to stop. But I am thinking about how I can improve this car, what steps we need to take to get this team winning again, and what the roadmap to claiming another world championship, and what we need to do to have everyone in this sport more aligned in terms of diversity. I'm still fighting for those things, and I still feel like I've got plenty to go, he said. More likely than not, if I stop, I still have fuel in the tank. I don't think I'll go until I'm completely burnt out and have nothing left. According to the recent updates from the Mercedes garage, Toto Wolff hinted that Lewis Hamilton will stay with the German racing outfit for another 3 seasons, with the expectation of winning 3 more titles. Mercedes team principal said that he could secure 2 more titles with the German outfit before hanging up the helmet. Hamilton's current deal is set to expire at the end of the next season, but Wolff hinted that a 2-year extension could be on the cards. Toto said, "Of course he would have been the only driver to hold this record, but I think he could be equally proud of having 7 titles like Michael Schumacher. I think this milestone is also very historic and important, but the goal is to get back to having the right performance soon. And if we return to providing Lewis with a good car, why just think of 8 world titles? Why not 10? Another 3 seasons means Hamilton will race in F1 until the age of 40, and very few drivers remain in the sport till they turn 40. Both Vettel and Hamilton made their F1 debut in 2007, but Vettel is 2 years younger than Hamilton. Anyhow, Vettel is the first person to leave the sport at the age of 35. So the oldest of his pair, Hamilton, said he still has fuel left in the tank to race on. Hamilton, however, said, "It doesn't make me think about my future, but it is a reminder that I am in that part of my career that people I came up with and have raced for so long will start to stop. Before you know it, Fernando Alonso will not be here, and then who is there after that? I guess I will be the oldest." In 2023, he will be the second oldest driver in F1, behind Fernando Alonso, and he will have to compete with a very young teammate, George Russell, as well as a bunch of young rival drivers like Verstappen, Norris, and Piastri, who are competitive enough to challenge this veteran driver. It is interesting to see how he handles his performance with the age to add more titles to his championship count. When I talk about fuel left in the tank, I'm still fighting for all those things, and I still feel like I got plenty to go with that. More likely than not, when I stop, I will still have fuel in the tank. I don't think I will go until I'm completely burned out and have nothing left, but hopefully, that's a while off. At 37 years of age, the veteran driver has achieved a unique record of 187 podiums, 103 victories, and 7 championship titles. But the record for the most number of races starts is still held by the Iceman Kimi Raikkonen, with a count of 350. So Hamilton will surely have to stay a few more seasons to break this record, as he passed the 300 mark during this year's French GP. If the safety car controversy did not happen during the final lap of the last season, Lewis Hamilton could end up with a record-breaking 8th World Championship at the end of the 2021 season. Speaking of last year, Hamilton told Corriere della Sera, "I honestly hope I'm not racing at 40. There are so many things I want to do that would be difficult, but in life, the evolution is so fast that it can surprise you." So most probably, the next contract will be the final one of Lewis Hamilton with Mercedes in the Formula One, and he will hang up his helmet when he reaches his 40s. That effort will be sufficient enough to push him into the 400 race mark, and if his Mercedes Challenger plays its role well, he will surely end up with a record of 10 world championships to his name. What will he do after his retirement? Lewis Hamilton has revealed that what he will do when he finally retires from Formula One, pledging to work on a lot of different projects. The 7-time champion said he has a lot of business things he is involved in, which will get his focus when he hangs up the helmet. He added, "I'm working on a lot of different projects. I have a really big team now that I've been building over the last 5 years. My own personal life team that's working with me to really help me bring the ideas and things that I'm passionate about to life. So we have a lot of projects. I think a lot of people say they're entrepreneurs. I think I'm generally an entrepreneur because I have a lot of these businesses going on. But we will have to wait a few more years to see the full entrepreneur version of Lewis Hamilton, as he is not ready to kill the racer within himself." Do you think Hamilton is capable of winning a few more titles in the upcoming season? Comment your ideas down below.